In this video, I'll show you how to use the temperature sensor on your microbit. Shown here displaying the temperature in degrees Celsius. If you need to learn how to set up your microbit for the first time, check out the first video in this tutorial series, linked in the video description. If you look at the back of your microbit board, you won't see a separately labeled temperature sensor. The sensor is actually inside the processor, so it isn't measuring the air temperature directly. While technically the processor can heat up slightly when it runs, the sensor still provides a reasonably approximate reading of the ambient temperature around the microbit. Instead of using the serial monitor like we have for previous sensors, we're going to write a very simple program that displays the temperature on the microbit's grid of LEDs. This lets you carry the microbit around using battery power to measure the temperature in different locations. So, go to the Basic menu, drag out a Show Number block, and snap it into your Forever loop. Then go to Input, go down to Temperature, and snap that into the Show Number block. Note that the temperature reading is in degrees Celsius, so you'll have to use math blocks to convert that to Fahrenheit if you want to display the temperature in Fahrenheit. Finally, you can add a short delay in between numbers so the end of one number doesn't blend into the beginning of the next number, and it's a little easier to tell them apart. I'll add a 500 millisecond or 1/2 second delay. As with many other sensors, the simulator in your web browser gives you a slider that you can click and drag to simulate changing the temperature, up to a maximum of 50 degrees C and down to a minimum of -5 degrees C. If you download this program to your physical microbit, you may be able to see a temperature change of just a few degrees Celsius simply by holding your finger on the processor to warm it up. For example, here you can see the temperature goes up from 23 to 24 or 25 degrees Celsius. Since we're going to be running on battery power, I don't want the LED display to be on all the time. So instead of showing the number continuously in the Forever loop, I'm going to choose an input to show the number temporarily. You could choose any sensor you want, and we covered many of these in the previous tutorials that you can find linked in the description of this video. I'm going to choose the On Button Pressed block as a simple option. Instead of having the Show Number block inside the Forever loop, I'm going to put it inside my On Button Pressed block and add a Clear Screen block to clear the screen after the number is displayed once to help conserve battery power. Now you can simply take your microbit anywhere you go and press the button to take a temperature reading. Note that it might be a little harder to see the LEDs when you're in direct sunlight. Finally, do not expose your microbit to extreme temperatures, for example, putting it in an oven or a freezer, as this could damage your microbit or the batteries. If you'd like to trigger a certain action based on a certain temperature, you can do that using an if-else statement, as we've demonstrated in previous videos for other sensors, which again, you can find linked in the description of this one. There are many other things you can do, like recording the temperature in one place and sending it to a microbit in a second location using the radio feature, or using your microbit as a data logger to track temperatures throughout the day. We'll cover these topics in future videos. Check out the links in the video description for the rest of our microbit tutorial series and lots of fun science projects you can do with a microbit. For hundreds of other projects in all areas of science and engineering, check out our YouTube channel and be sure to subscribe so you never miss a new project. Thank you for helping us inspire the next generation of scientists and engineers.